Hello everybody, my name is Beth. Welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, the pile is growing beside me. It is currently 6 a.m. in the morning. I just quickly slapped on some makeup. This look is called the Pink Raccoon. At first I wanted to put a filter on, but I couldn't be bothered to pay $5 for that filter, so we're just gonna have to stick with this. My floor is currently covered with books, with Uniqlo stuff, all of the stuff that I've been buying for the past month or so, maybe 2 months at this point. I just want my floor back, so I'm gonna do this whole video. There's gonna be a second part to this because I bought more books. I will try my best to film it, but as you can probably tell, like, it takes me a while to get things done because my life is a mess. Let's start off with all the books that I bought in the last couple of months since the last book haul you saw. Let's start off with Amazon. If you've seen my previous video, I did mention that I picked this one up. So I bought Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. So at first I bought it from Amazon because I didn't see it anywhere around me. The first book, the fine print, was out in Target Australia. I didn't expect the second book to pop out of nowhere, and it finally did. I wish I had waited because it was $12 at Big W and $14 at Target. The fine print came out like a couple of weeks ago, and then this one popped out just a couple of days ago, and I saw it and I got annoyed because I paid like $18 and some change from Amazon. So everything I'm gonna mention from here onwards is Amazon, and then I'm gonna talk about Target and then so on and so forth. So I bought Terms and Conditions because I read the first book on Kindle. The Dreamland Billing Air series is not available on Kindle Unlimited in Australia and many other places because of the traditional publishing that Lauren managed to score in Australia. If I have to pay for the digital version, I might as well just buy the physical. So at that time, it was only sold on Amazon, and I picked it up on Amazon, but you can get it anywhere, basically at any local retail store in Australia. The first book wasn't my favorite. I would give it a high 3-star, low 4-star, but since I read the first book, I might as well read the second book, and it is a very, very pretty book, but you can get it for cheaper now. There's also like a Spotify playlist. So yeah, and since I got the second book physically, I bought the first book physically as well for a lot cheaper, and then I'm going to get the third one whenever that comes out, but I haven't read it yet. I got it for like a few weeks now. So that's the first book I picked up from Amazon. And since I was on a buying book spree, and since I am easily influenced by YouTube and TikTok, I also picked up another very popular book series from TikTok. I was under the impression that I can only buy this on Amazon. So far I can't find it anywhere else. And if you are from Australia and if you know where I can buy like American books for like somewhat cheaper, I picked up Get a Life by Chloe Brown. I know there's like 3 books in this series. I only picked up the first book to see if I like it. Once again, it is not on Kindle Unlimited, so if I have to buy the digital copy, I might as well buy the physical if it's like similar in price. It sounds really fun. Enjoy drunken nights, ride a motorbike, go camping. If I like this book, I'm just gonna buy the other 2. For now, I'm just gonna stick with the first one, see where it goes. If I like it, like I said, I'll pick up the other 2. And then onto my other 2 books that I have somewhat of a pet peeve with Amazon because they screwed it up a couple of times. So I picked up another popular... Okay, if you couldn't tell by now, every single book that I mentioned in this haul is influenced by TikTok or romance TikTok or romance YouTube or book talk. So the Twisted series, I picked up the first book. This series is actually on Kindle Unlimited. For whatever reason, I felt compelled to pick up the first book because everybody was raving it. But I also have it on Kindle because I have Kindle Unlimited. But I picked this one up because it sounded really interesting and I wanted to read it. I was on a buying book spree. I saw this in my like recommendation. I saw the price dropped a little bit, so I picked it up. I could have read it on Kindle, but then again I read the fine print and I still bought it, so here we go. But yeah, the very first copy that I got from Amazon, the book pages were like folded into the corners and it was like ripped on the top, so I had to go out of my way to like go and exchange it, which was a pain. And this second copy, I finally flattened it out, but when it first arrived it was curved. I took a picture of it. I'll insert it somewhere here. it was an interesting buying experience from Amazon. I just wanted a book that wasn't bent and slightly ripped when I haven't even touched it yet. If I was buying secondhand, I wouldn't care. I don't know if I should go through like the synopsis of the books because I do have a lot to say, but it's brother's best friend, Grumpy Sunshine, and the main female protagonist is Asian American, I think, and she is Chinese and I am Chinese, and that is all the motivation that takes representation slay. Again, if I like the first book, then I will read the second and third. Maybe on Kindle Limited first. Then I might buy the other copies if I enjoy it. It's been raved a lot, so I picked that one up. And this is the most egregious copy that I got from Amazon. The tracking actually disappeared for a while and I didn't know where it went. It took a whole month to get to me because this is from Amazon America. Since I'm a Prime membership, anything I buy is free shipping. So I understand it takes a while to get from America to Australia and it's free shipping. I paid $21 for the American copy because I didn't like the Australian cover and I was kind of scared. I did get like a $10 coupon back from Amazon because it went missing and I was like, where's the book? It went beyond the delivery date estimated. And then it showed up at my doorstep one day, but the only freaking issue is it's dirty. It's ripped here. I swear I'm very careful with my stuff. It's ripped, it's dirty, and it has like marks all over it, and I paid a decent price for it to ship all the way here. I wish it was packaged properly. It was just like thrown inside like a letter mailer because it's cheaper. The fact that it even arrived is a miracle in itself. I thought this package was lost, but I got a full refund. So essentially I got a free book from Amazon, thank you. But the reason why I bought this was because I heard it's very wholesome and I am looking for something wholesome and nice to read, and this was recommended by Remarkably Lisa and a lot of booktubers that I watch. I just wanted something sweet to read, and this book wasn't available at my local library to borrow, and every single copy was around the same price, and I wanted this cover. If you haven't noticed yet, American copies are slightly larger and the texts are bigger, and they have like better covers sometimes. If it wasn't for the wait time and the potential for it to get damaged in the mail, I would buy more from America because I do like the copies a little bit more. Finally, on to the Target haul. Yay, I haven't unwrapped this and it's been lying on my floor for like how long? I don't know. Let's keep going. Kudos to Target Australia for packaging it properly. You know how I bought Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher, the second book? I thought to myself, since this is available locally, I was so surprised to see this at my local Target. So I got really giddy for the price that I saw because I'm used to paying for like 20 plus for a book, and I saw it for like 14 Australian dollars and I went crazy. Let me tell you, Target Australia is not the same as Target America. You have to understand that it's a completely different atmosphere and mentality. There's nothing at Target Australia. Like, it's almost barren these days. I'm just so happy they stock like American books now, like more options. For the price that I'm paying, I'm really happy about it. So I did pick this one up, the fine print. I'm actually curious to see if they have the Spotify playlist for this one or if it's like a specific thing of the second book. Ooh, I don't remember seeing this in the Kindle Limited edition, so I'm really excited for that. So apparently it's a thing for both books. Can't wait for the third one. So yeah, since I picked up the second one, I might as well pick up the first one. They're pretty chunky looking. The second one is definitely thicker, but I'm looking forward to reading the second book. I'm not sure if this one includes like the special epilogue because I know you can download it off the website. Yeah, not too sure about that. And then the second book I picked up from Target Australia is The Roommate by Rosie, Danon. There's a little dent here, but that's fine because books are fragile, turns out, because I accidentally dented a book that I bought in person and that pissed me off because I was taking my time to choose it. But anyway, books are meant to be read and they'll be dented eventually. But the situation with the Twisted Love was completely different because it was like ripped, and that's a different story. Same with like Twice Shy. It was ripped and dirty. That's, well, not completely like messy. Anyway, besides the point. So I did pick this one up. This was like, so I was blinded by the price once again. I'm used to overpaying for stuff, and I was just amazed to see this in stock, and I just had to pick it up because it was pretty expensive everywhere else. I think it was like $12, and I've heard like good things about this book. As the title suggests, it is roommates. I'm assuming it's close proximity. I've seen it on my Goodreads. I've seen people recommend this book on TikTok/YouTube. Don't know too much about it. On a whim, on a book buying spree, needed to hit free shipping, saw this, thought it was a good idea. And finally, this is the book that is the most recent purchase. I went out last Wednesday with my friends, and I was surprised that I did not buy a single thing, and I felt like I needed to buy something. I spent all my money on food, which is like what I usually do when I go outside. But anyway, when I was finally left alone because I was waiting for my friend for dinner and I had like half an hour to myself, I went and picked this one up. I was like walking around, I think it was Target, because I remember sending a Instagram picture to my American friends to compare our Target, and they were so shocked about how like backwards our Target is. I saw Beth O'Leary, The No Show. This is her latest book. I haven't read The Flat Share yet, but I'm waiting for the library loan to come in. Recently picked up, spoiler alert, in the next video you should see The Road Trip as one of the books that I am planning to haul. I already bought it. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. The Flat Share and The Road Trip, I actually have it on loan from the library. I'm waiting for my turn for it to show up. The only book that I don't know where to get is The Switch. I might have to buy that one because I can't find it at my local libraries. Fingers crossed that The Switch will come out to my local Target or local bookstore, because I kind of want it now since I bought The Road Trip. I might as well just get the rest, right? Haven't read the book yet. I accidentally bent it. It was completely fine, but I flattened it at the bottom of my bag, hoping that it will stay in shape, because I have a really structured bag and I was hoping that it will be fine, but you know, it's okay, it's fine. I don't think this book is focusing on romance, because it's about this dude that arranged like 3 dates with 3 separate women and he didn't show up to any of the dates. So it's a bit like drama induced, and I've heard really good things about Beth O'Leary, and I'm hoping that this book is going to be great, because I did buy this once again on a whim. I really should do a little bit more research before I buy the books, but the previous ones I've been influenced by TikTok/YouTube, like I've mentioned so many times in this video, and I've been on like Goodreads. After I bought this book, I went on Goodreads to have a look, and I saw remarkably Lisa recently do a whole video and she got this one too, but the American copy looks better, but it's fine. I'm not used to books being this big, and the text is huge, so can't wait to read this. And I think I'm gonna wait until my copy of The Flat Share to come before I start reading the rest of her stuff. I think I'm gonna read this last. I don't think it's in order or it's part of a series. It's just like individual standalone books, but you know what? I'm just gonna wait for the rest to come. Well, my library loan for The Road Trip is available now, and Six of Crows. I am going to start reading those. But anyway, those are the books. I can put these books away now. I've had them sitting on the floor for a while, minus this one. This one's like pretty recent, and it's only been sitting on the floor for like a couple of days. On to the more miscellaneous things that are kind of like book related, because I bought new stuff so I can sit more comfortably while I read. So I did buy some bookmarks by a local seller on Etsy. The shop is called BotTwins. Again, I have received this like ages ago, and I really should leave a review, but I haven't because I haven't opened it and looked at it properly yet. But I bought a set of bookmarks. I remember on the shop that if you spend over like 10 Australian dollars, you get like a freebie. So I'm guessing this is the sticker freebie that I got. Before I bought these bookmarks, I was using like random skincare samples, perfume samples. Occasionally my Nintendo Switch would be sandwiched into books if I wasn't reading off my Kindle, so it was kind of problematic. So I decided to buy bookmarks. Actually, I was looking for magnets to stick to my TBR card to make it all cute and fancy on Etsy, but it ended up being bookmarks that I bought because I wasn't willing to pay like $200 for magnets. I'm not there yet. This is not Sylveon, is it? I think it's Sylveon. Fake gamer girl moment. Anyway, I did buy it from the BotTwins. So this is their thank you card. Has a little cute Charmander on it. It is hand drawn, so I appreciate the extra effort. The packaging was great, but I ripped out the envelope ages ago and I only like left this on the pile. So I bought these 3 bookmarks. So we have grass. It's holographic. We have water types. And we have fire types, my favorite. I can finally use them. So yeah, don't remember the price on top of my head, but if you're interested in these, they also have some Genshin stuff. Check them out. I'll link them down below. Everything I mentioned here will be mentioned in the description bar somewhere down below. I'm so glad I can finally use the stuff that I bought. Back to my Target haul. It has something to do with books, I swear. So I finally bought some phone rings. I typed in pop sockets and I couldn't find anything. They're called phone rings because, you know, pop socket is a brand. Anyway, totally besides the point. I don't know if I'm going to use a grey for my Kindle, and I think I'm going to have to stick the grey one here. I bought 2 because one I'm using for my Kindle and one I'm planning to use on my phone. So I bought a black and pink. I was going to buy like a Mickey Mouse one, but that one was like $15 and I decided that I don't need to be that extra. These were on sale for like $1.50 each, so $3. Another Amazon purchase. I bought a lamp of some sort. There was a variety versions of this light. I ripped it out of my bed frame. Well, not really ripped. I unclipped it. I was using it. It comes in like 3 modes, and at first I didn't know like what you were supposed to do, but you press it on and then you hover. It's kind of hard to control, but okay, I'm sorry for blinding you guys. I'm also using a ring light, so this doesn't help. I'll just like clip it at the edge of my bed frame and I can just maneuver it like up and down. If I read a physical book at night, but sometimes I do use it even if I'm using my Kindle or my laptop. There was like so many versions of this. You can just find the cheapest one. You don't have to find this one specifically. I found this one, which was the cheapest. The quality is quite decent. And you can charge up to USB. It hasn't run out on me yet. I fully charged it once and that is that. On to my Uniqlo. They came out with like more Snoopy stuff. If you don't know anything about me, I am a sucker for anything Snoopy. I want to buy more stuff, but these things aren't cheap. When you add like everything you see up here, it all adds up eventually, like here and there, like $60 here, $70 there. Money just like disappears. So I had to settle. There was like 3 cushions. I only bought 2. It was Charlie Brown that I didn't buy, but I'm tempted to go back and buy it. These were like $30 a pop. They're slightly bigger than the last pillows that I got. It's like all the way across the room and I'm kind of like surrounded by stuff. It's twice the size as their average smaller cushion, so that's why it costs a little bit more. I think it was like $25 for the other ones. So I bought a giant Snoopy. Stinking cute. Happiness is a warm puppy. For a cat lady like myself, I do like Snoopy a little bit too much. I don't like Hello Kitty, but I like Snoopy. It makes no sense. And I also bought a Woodstock. And this one is like, and this one says, what a beautiful day. I'm sure they will go on sale eventually. They'll just be like harder to find because Uniqlo, if you're really patient about it, their stuff goes on sale. And I also bought a blanket. And this is 134 times 80 centimeters, 31 beige, polyester, so plastic essentially. And this was also $30. Look how stinking cute it is. I need to wash it before I use it. Again, this has been on my floor for at least 2 weeks and I'm just so glad I finally did this video so I can actually use my stuff. I did buy like a mini controller. It is tiny. I couldn't help it. I had to like use it to see what was up. But the controller is this small. Let me show you. This is my Nintendo Switch Lite. Just for comparison's sake, I've connected it to play some of my mobile games, but I have really small hands and this is ridiculously small. Do you remember how I got like a random $10 coupon from Amazon? That's what I bought. This was on sale. I've had my eyes on this for like a little while. I've been very curious. I wanted the turquoise one, but the pink one was the only one on sale. And I don't mind if you can tell. I like pink, so it was fine. It's really messy behind me, so please ignore that. But now you're probably gonna look. So I bought that mini 8-bit controller. I also bought some giant claw clips. I waited for almost 2 months for these to restock in Mecca, and they finally came. It's by the brand Kish. I love claw clips. I saw a girl on TikTok haul this. TikTok is the bane of my existence because I just spend so much money being on TikTok. Like when it comes to like makeup, beauty, gaming, books, holy smokes, like why is my hobby so freaking expensive? But anyway, it lived in my head rent-free for months, and I eventually caved in, and I was so excited when they restocked it. I also bought some silk ties from Mecca. It came in a pack of 5. These are really expensive for what it is. Don't buy these. I don't want to even show you guys. Don't buy it. It's not worth the money. This is the last item I bought from Maya Impulse. Those are the 2 things that I really wanted, and this one was just there in the clearance section, and I was like, why not? Turns out one of the tops that I wanted was out of stock, so I didn't get it. And the second one was a Calvin Klein t-shirt that Jenny from Blackpink wore on an Instagram, and I really wanted it. I bought medium and they sent me a small, so I had to go out of my way to go and return it and hopefully to exchange for the right size in person. And when I went to the store, the sizes from small to extra large, they all looked the same. I don't know if my friend was trying to make me feel better, but the small looked like extra small. That's what she told me. I just had to give it up. I had to give up on my Blackpink dreams, but this is a Tony Bianco bag. I like the brand. They're known for shoes more than their bags. The item that I least expected and wanted, and I kind of bought it to hit free shipping. So, and since this is a clearance item, I can't return it. So let's hope I like it. So it's just a simple bag. It's pretty on trend. I think it's getting out of trend now. You know those like shoulder bags those young girls have? I'm not that old, but I'm not that young either, so. The original price is like $90. My favorite color is purple, but not this kind of purple. I wish it was either a shade lighter or 2 shades darker. But I have a bag that's similar in this color, which is a Kate Spade bucket bag, but I don't have this shape for a bag. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I hope you enjoyed my rambling. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say to me. Please look forward to part 2 of this. I bought more books, enough for a haul, I know for a fact. And to my friends Rox in particular, when he was like buying stuff while live streaming, I was also buying stuff. I am so glad I can have my floor back and I can put away stuff now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Bonus clip. I guess I'm gonna wash it today. I didn't haul it because I didn't think I was gonna wash it, but it's so cute. It's actually really cold right now. I could use it, but it's still dirty, so I need to wash it and hang dry it since it stopped raining. But anyway, I was rewatching back the clips and I realized I didn't mention like the author's name properly, but Lauren Asher by the Billionaire series, Rosie, Danon, Sarah Hugel. I am so sorry if I butcher anybody's name. Twisted Love, Anna Huang, Get Life, Chloe Brown, Talia Hibbert, and yeah, I think I mentioned Beth O'Leary. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes I do forget that I'm talking about books because I'm so used to talking about video games and I just mention the title name and I just like speed through them. I don't really talk about the publisher, but I guess I need to remember to talk about the authors as well. Peace out.